You ever reach that point in life where you just stop fighting? Where you wake up one day, look around, and realize you don't have the energy to keep proving yourself anymore? That's where Johnny Depp is right now. At 62, after decades of fame, heartbreak, and chaos, he's reached a moment that's left Hollywood speechless. He looked straight into the camera, calm and serious, and said 4 words that froze everyone: "I'm just done." Now, what does that really mean? Is he done with acting? Done with Hollywood? Or done trying to prove himself to people who never truly knew who he was? That's the question everyone's been asking. But the truth behind those words runs deeper than most people realize. Because this isn't a breakdown. It's clarity. It happened quietly, away from the lights and noise. No red carpet. No screaming fans. Just Johnny sitting in a simple chair during an interview, reflecting on his life. No anger in his voice. No bitterness. Just peace. He said, "You spend decades chasing validation, trying to prove you're not what they say you are. Then one day, you realize, it doesn't matter anymore." Think about that for a second. This is a man who's played pirates, poets, and outlaws, characters that captured the world's imagination. But behind every role, there was a person who was slowly being worn down by the chaos of fame. The trials, the betrayal, the endless headlines. Losing roles he cared about. Losing friends he thought were real. Watching the same people who once praised him turn their backs when life got hard. And yet, he's not angry. He's not seeking revenge or trying to make a comeback in some big flashy way. He's just done with the noise. He said he's learned to live quietly, to create, to be surrounded by people who don't want anything from him. These days, Johnny spends most of his time in Europe. He paints. He plays music. He wakes up to quiet mornings instead of flashing cameras. He once said, "Hollywood doesn't feel like home anymore. I'd rather be around real souls than fake smiles." So how did we get here? How did one of the greatest actors of our generation reach a place where he's ready to walk away from it all? It wasn't one single moment. It was years of being misunderstood. Johnny was never your typical Hollywood celebrity. He never cared about fame or the spotlight. He always felt drawn to the outsiders, the misfits, the people who didn't quite fit in. Maybe that's because deep down, that's who he's always been. When the media storm hit, it wasn't just a public scandal. It was personal. He said something powerful once: "I lost people I thought would never leave, and found peace in people I never expected." That line says everything. He's learned that the people who matter most aren't the ones cheering in front of cameras, they're the ones who stay quiet beside you when the world walks away. And that's why, over the last few years, Johnny has been living differently. He's stopped chasing applause. He's focusing on art, on music, on projects that mean something. He's realized that fame is a distraction. The more you chase it, the further you drift from yourself. He doesn't want that anymore. He's not looking for approval, he's looking for truth. This confession isn't just about Johnny Depp. It's about something we all go through at some point in our lives. That moment when you finally stop trying to make everyone understand you. When you stop fighting battles that don't serve you anymore. When you realize that peace doesn't come from being seen, it comes from being free. He said something beautiful near the end of that interview: "Peace doesn't come when everyone understands you. It comes when you stop needing them to." That line hits hard, doesn't it? Because it's true. Maybe when he said, "I'm just done," he didn't mean quitting. Maybe he meant he's done pretending. Done performing for people who never really cared. Done living for the spotlight. Maybe "I'm done" means I'm finally free. But here's the part people don't talk about: Johnny's version of done doesn't mean disappearing. It means choosing what truly matters. He's not vanishing into silence. He's evolving. Right now, he's deeply involved in his art. His paintings, portraits of musicians, friends, and icons, have been selling out exhibitions around the world. People say they can feel his emotions in every brushstroke. He's painting the truth he can't always say out loud. He's also back to making music with his band, the Hollywood Vampires. On stage, he doesn't look like a Hollywood actor. He looks like a man who's found his real self again. He's even helping young filmmakers and artists in Europe, funding small creative projects that don't get Hollywood attention. The kind of stories that actually mean something. He's giving back in quiet ways, no headlines, no ego. Fans who've met him recently say the same thing. One woman said, he looked tired, but peaceful. Like a man who's finally breathing again. And maybe that's what this is really about, breathing again after years of drowning in noise. Johnny's story teaches something simple but powerful: success isn't fame, it's freedom. It's being able to wake up and decide what kind of life you want to live, without worrying about what anyone else thinks. And maybe that's what we can all take from his confession. Because who hasn't felt that need to finally say, I'm done? Not out of anger, but out of peace. Not giving up, but letting go. We all chase things, approval, validation, recognition, but at some point, you realize the real win is peace of mind. Johnny's words remind us that you can't control how others see you, but you can control how you live. So if he's walking away from Hollywood, maybe it's not an ending. Maybe it's the start of something better, a quieter, more authentic life. And honestly, isn't that something we all want? A life that feels real. A life that's ours. If you think about it, Johnny's journey mirrors what so many people go through in their own way. Maybe not in front of cameras, but in workplaces, relationships, or friendships, places where they've given their best and been misunderstood. And when they finally say, I'm done, it's not defeat. It's liberation. So the next time you feel exhausted by everything, by people's opinions, by expectations, remember this moment. Remember Johnny's calm voice saying, I'm just done. Not broken. Not defeated. Just free. And maybe that's the message we needed to hear. That sometimes, walking away doesn't mean failure. It means growth. It means knowing your worth. It means choosing peace over chaos. If you were in Johnny's shoes, would you walk away too? Would you leave the fame, the fortune, the spotlight, just to find peace? Think about it. Let me know what you think in the comments. What does being done mean to you? And if this story resonated with you, you might want to watch our next video. It dives even deeper into Johnny's transformation and why he says he no longer believes in Hollywood. It's a story about rediscovering yourself when the world stops believing in you. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss it. Because sometimes the most powerful thing you can do in life is stop. Stop fighting. Stop chasing. Stop pretending. And simply say, I'm done. Because maybe that's not the end of the story at all. Maybe that's where it truly begins.